Welcome back to my videos of the FRA Fibreglass Body Shelled Mini that I'm in the middle of building. This video is about the way I've made the doors, which was quite an awkward little job. I was very unhappy with the doors that were supplied by TDK for the FRA body shell. They were too flimsy, they didn't fit properly, they would never have sealed out water, not good for me. So I've already shown that I've modified by producing a gutter system to go around to keep the water off the door. So that keeps the water from the door sills primarily, that's the idea of that. Now then, installed already, I've got it installed there. I don't know whether you can see it, but the classic mini sliding windows have a slider that goes in the bottom here. That's a unit that fits. I'll show that in a second. That slots in, but the intention to fit the glass is that the glass will go in, and then this whole assembly, including the glass, will push upwards. So it will push upwards to go into the rubbers at the top. Now the intention again is that the rubber will fit on the surface of this channel. So this, sorry, not channel. This is inch box section that I've welded together. There will need to tidy it up anyway. There will need to be a trim around this box section to make that nice and tidy. A nice little fiberglass trim made. Best put it on a bit of flat glass or flat wood. Mould the trim it to shape, make a cardboard template, that's what I'll do, and then that will go round. It will stick slightly proud of the top. I don't know whether you can see that very well. Let me just change angles. Right, it needs to be slightly proud here, so that the trim can sit in, so that the rubber can sit in, so the rubber will sit on the surface. Now the window glass then drops into and lifts up into the rubbers above, so it drops in to the slot and pushes up into the rubber. At that point, this piece here, the slotted section, let me just open the door and just grab a screwdriver as well while I'm at it. Right, now then, if I just push this trim up, there we go. So that will go right the way down. That will go all the way down inside here, push down to allow the glass to fit in, but it'll then come up it needs to be raised like so. So it is now raised by this much. So two things here: the water will run through and drop out of here, so that will come out of this section here, and it's the same at the front, so the water will go in through the slotted fittings, slotted rubber or whatever you want to call it, and then water can drain out. That's the intention there. So that's it. So the only real thing is to make some trim to fit on the outside, trim to fit on the inside. Just make this a little bit wider here. I'll trim around there, and away we go. So that's the doors as far as the windows are concerned. I've used standard door latches. I was very unhappy with the mini ones that you can buy today. I don't like the build quality, so I bought heavy duty door latches that you would use on a standard door in the house. Nice and smooth operation, so that works nicely. I've made it so that the handle operates in the upward direction. I haven't cut this off at this stage because I could put an outside handle on, but the intention is to leave the door wide open, leave the door frame, leave the door panel untouched, so that it'll stay nice and, let me just shut the door, nice and flat all the way along without any handles. The intention then is to have a sliding window open in here, so bond on a piece on the outside, a little handle, open it up. It won't need to be locked. They're very insecure anyway, even if you have the latch. regular mini latches are easy to pop with a screwdriver, so that's not a clever idea. So door handle on the inside, and then of course the door has been triangulated. I triangulated that to make that fit. There's a mounting here for a strap to stop the door from opening too wide, and to adjust the panel, these pieces here can be formed like here. These can be formed in and out to make the door panel fit nicely. I will need to, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it yet. I've made some fiberglass panels to go in here so they fit along here. That'll just be bonded to here, pop riveted in to hold it in position, and then bond along here fiberglass. I've made those parts, just need to be bonded in, but I might change it because I might just squirt some foam in here, some expanding foam, trim it all off nicely, make sure there is a drain so that the water can drain out, and then literally fiberglass over the former, which will effectively be made with the foam. So that might work nicely. I haven't really considered yet how I'm going to do it, but that will just need to be boxed in there to keep the water out, and then a flat panel on the inside, mounted on the inside here. So that will just be a flat panel there. Door handle can fit to the panel, open on the inside. Away we go. That should make a reasonable job. Well, that's about all I can say about my doors. I have just noticed I did weld on a bracket. You can't really see it at that angle with the light. I've welded on the bracket here, which will take the mirror. So the light's not good for me here, but that will mount the mirror on the outside there. So that will screw on nicely. Standard regular mini mirror. The only other thing is the TDK doors didn't want to fit very well, so I wasn't very pleased with those, as I mentioned. Archangels now produce doors, and they call them, one of the ones I quite like are called streetwise doors. They have a latch on the inside only, as I was mentioning anyway. They take perspex window arrangement. I'm not quite sure how that all fits, but they look really nice doors. So an alternative is to fit those doors, and it will need a little bit of work to fit other doors. I've mounted on this frame, it unbolts, but you can't really see from there, but the hinges are lift-off hinges. I don't know whether you can see in there, but these are the hinge mechanisms, are lift-off hinges, so the doors actually lift off. I can't see them in the front or the side. No, I can't see anywhere. So, but the doors, when open, will actually lift up and actually come right off. Might have to loosen the A panel at the front before doing so. But once the door is open, so you can't do it if the door is locked, and it can be locked from the handle inside. I wouldn't mount it that way. I'd mount it so that it's out the way of the seat a little bit more. But there we go. Well, thanks for watching, chaps. Bye now.